Hola! Here I am again, and what you're about to see now is an interview done by Leonel at Massey University in New Zealand. He will be talking with tango musician Emilio Bertrand. They will discuss tango, its basic elements, its musical evolution across time and styles, and its main characteristic, dialogue. Enjoy!
Well, amigos, we've been talking about tango and about this wonderful relationship between tango and the city of Buenos Aires and how tango evolved and the connection between the changes that the city was undergoing and the arrival of immigrants from Europe. And now we have here Emilio Bertrand, who will be talking about some of these themes that are important to understand tango. And Emilio, if we are talking about the structure of a tango, of a classical tango, what instruments do you think are essential to understand a tango song?
Yes, to understand the tango, you need to understand from where the tango comes. Now, tango is a music that was created in Buenos Aires, but it's not from Buenos Aires. It came in parts from the people who arrived to Buenos Aires, and they get there mixed with other rhythms and other roots and other experiences, and also the political and the social situation that make the tango what the tango is, what we know. So at the beginning, they brought guitars, just guitars and violins or flutes. That was a very basic tango formation, and of course the singers, because the singer is very important. Then the piano came into the scene, and with the rich harmony and the richest resources that you have with the piano, all the guitar players lost their jobs, and then after them they get the bandoneon into the tango orchestra. So the orquesta típica was formed with the piano, two violins, two bandoneons, and the guitar players who lost their jobs, they became double bass players. So then they get the double bass, piano, violins, and bandoneon. Then some other orchestras get growing, and they also put a full string quintet. And
yes, how do you think tango evolved or changed from the Gardel era to the Piazzolla era in the 1950s?
As I said before, the tango is part of what the people want, and Piazzolla and Gardel were two of the biggest exponents in the tango, like the beginning at the end of tango. In between, you have beautiful orchestras, composers, and players, and the evolution of tango is because of that. For example, if you go and play an old tango, the very old tango was just played with the marcato. That is not even marcato. Was like.
It's a classic.
It's a classic. Then you get the marcato, that is putting the accent in the first and the third beat of the bar. That evolved into syncopa. Marcato, syncopa. And Piazzolla make very popular the 3-3-2. That is a new way to accent the tango. That is.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's a big evolution. Other instruments, other composers, other situations.
And even electric guitar. Because he was influenced by jazz.
Yes, no, Piazzolla was influenced by jazz because he was born in Buenos Aires, but grown in New York.
In New York, that's right.
So his quintet, the traditional was electric guitar, of course, bandoneon, piano, double bass, and violin by Flores Paz.
One of the things that I find fascinating about tango is that this dialogue that goes on between, the tango player and the dancers and the singers. How do you see that? How important is that for tango?
No, without dialogue, it's not tango. If you have no connection between the musicians, between the dancers, and between the singers telling the poem, it's not tango. This is maybe another kind of music, but it's not tango. If you go to a milonga today, you will listen different orchestras, different kind of rhythms, different kind of accents, different kind of improvisations, rubato, whatever. But it's always an improvisation and a dialogue on the floor by the follower and the dancer, and the follower and the leader. Leader leading the follower what to do in an improvisation. So if you don't have this kind of dialogues between the singer, the musicians, and these two dialogues going into the floor, you have no tango. Tango is a dialogue.
That's wonderful. So thank you so much for sharing your love and your passion for tango. If you want to lead us off with the tango piece that you love, that you can live without.
Of course, many.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Gracias.
I hope you enjoyed the interview. The next topic is with me, and we're going to discuss lunfardo and its strong relationship with tango and crime.